Welcome to the Vintage Cube, everyone. And right off the bat, pretty tough choice to make. For forcing Doomsday, as we were wont to do, Gitaxian Probe is kind of the best pick here, but Soul Ring is Soul Ring. We should probably take Soul Ring. There's also Mox Pearl and Ruby. Both colors I'm not wild about in a Doomsday deck, but I could make do with Mox Ruby or Mox Pearl, but I think Soul Ring is just so powerful that it's really hard to pass that up. Ancient Tomb, in theory, is similar to Soul Ring, but we don't really want to be dealing damage to ourselves all that much. And then Library, I never feel like I have enough cards in hand to really make Library work. And you also have to like lose the die roll and stuff like that. Dak Faden's also pretty cool. We're definitely not wheeling these Moxen, but Soul Ring is so good. Come on, gotta take the Soul Ring. All right, I like Underworld Breach. Pentad Prism is cool. Creeping Tar Pit is on our colors, potentially. Or there's Preordain. No card here is really a good payoff for Soul Ring yet. It's funny we just passed a Thespian Stage, and now we're passing a Dark Depths. I could take this, and Thespian Stage might wheel, and we could do something like that. I feel like Thespian Stage is not really a desirable pick, especially if I take this Dark Depths. If I don't, someone else will. And then they'll probably take that Stage. Soul Ring is pretty good in lands. Breach is such a fun card. I'm going to take Dark Depths. Alright, what else? Grizzlebrand is a fun card. Do love Grizzlebrand. If we want to keep doing land stuff, though, I feel like Green Sun Zenith or Springheart Nantuko are good choices. The other problem with that is that White of the Reliquary is good in that deck, and that would have to be going up against my pick of Thespian Stage, which is definitely what you'd want with Dark Depths. The other cool card here would be Vampire Hexmage, which I feel like is also not a very popular pick. We could take Talisman of Indulgence. That's really good with Soul Ring. We could take Manifold Key. It's not bad with Soul Ring. Springheart Nantuko seems like it would be good. But also, I kind of, early on, I just like taking the most powerful card, and Grizzlebrand certainly qualifies there. Okay. I like Crucible of Worlds. Inti is play, not cast, right? Oops. Sorry, everyone. Hopefully I wasn't covering up some crucial cards, but it probably was. Survival is an interesting card as a enabler for reanimation. I just drafted a really cool deck with sneak attack and trophied with it, and survival was part of that shell as well. But Crucible would go along with our plan of Dark Depths, Thespian Stage, all that good stuff. And we have the Soul Ring for Crucible. But then we'd also want stuff like Strip Mine and Wasteland. Pretty out of my comfort zone. I like survival here. Okay. Triplicate Titan. Entomb for Grizzlebrand doesn't seem that bad either. I could just start moving Dark Depths to this sideboard. If Thespian Stage happens to wheel, it could be a good plan B. I kind of like the idea of Entomb here, though. Like, if we just go Reanimator, Liliana might wheel. Nissa's interesting. Let's take the Entomb. Okay, there's Doomsday. I mean, is there really a better card in this pack? There's Anya's Ravager. There's Ignoble Hierarch. Not so bad either. Take the Doomsday. Of course we will. What next? Once Upon a Time can help smooth things out. Nurturing Peatland is in our colors, or at least the colors we've drafted so far. I think I'll just take that. Also, if we wheel that Crucible, pretty good with that. Oh, I got excited. I saw the black twice, and I was like, oh, did we get the Hexmage? No, we did not. Rizza Reef. Paradise Druid. I don't know. None of these are too exciting. Hymn to Tarok is probably the worst enabler for a Reanimator. You could discard the wrong cards. Maybe I'll take Paradise Druid since we have Survival of the Fittest and also Mana Dorks are cool. We did wheel Thespian Stage. Corpse Dance, obviously a little more on theme with Entomb and Grizzlebrand. It's the top card of your battle creature, and then you exile it. Let's take Thespian Stage. Also Exploration. Okay, never mind. I was getting my tracks wrong. Let's take white. That seems right. Although Recurring Nightmare, I gotta make a choice here. I think we'll have more opportunities to find land tutors. Taking the Nightmare. And then let's take Green Sun Zenith here, I believe. If we find a Traxa, it's a really powerful late game play. Put Doomsday in the sideboard for now. Relandimator. I think that's going to be our plan here. Not much going on here. Guess I'll take Discharge. Wield Liliana, that's cool. So far, our only target for Zenith would be Paradise Druid. We kind of need a way to win after we put in Grizzlebrand. I guess we could, like, draw a bunch of cards and find Thespian Stage Dark Depths and then win with that, but that seems insane. Escape to the Wilds. That actually might be pretty good. It's probably worth going into red for. So I'll just put that here as a signpost. Hello! I feel like I never get the Lotus. I never get the Lotus. And it's not even that hard of a choice either. I mean, it is, because Animate Dead is there. Maybe we'll wheel Animate Dead. We just have to take the Lotus, though. Hopefully we'll... I think we'll wheel one of these cards. Either Stomping Ground, Animate Dead, or Restless Fence, I guess. We don't want Delayed Blast Fireball. Grave Titan is another good target, but we have Entomb. Sentinel of the Nameless City. That's more of a mid-range card, I believe. Alright. Faithless Looting. Not bad. Soul Guide Lantern, no. Savannah and Scrubland are regrettably off color. There's also Fabled Passage. Hogak. We could do Hogak, I guess. Hogak's survival doesn't seem that insane. We need more creatures, though. I'm going to put this back in the sideboard. Fabled Oh, we didn't get the Crucible right. I'll take Hogak. 8-8 with a Trample. Should be pretty good for winning the game, right? Doesn't combo with Black Lotus, that's for sure. But Black Lotus Escape to the Wilds on turn 2 would be insane. We have a lot of good ramp here. Like, this should come together. Also, I finally got Lotus, and my deck doesn't seem very Doomsday, so that's sad. Lotus is so good in Doomsday. Okay, maybe Blackleaf Cliffs here. Not an exciting pick, but likely one of the better ones. There's also Oath. We could try Oath. People usually play creatures, but if we play Oath, then we're going to want to remove Paradise Druid. So it doesn't really work with Survival. And I think Survival is better than Oath. Yeah, geez. Do I really have to take Blackleaf Cliffs here? Can't really think of anything much better. Magda is cool because it gets a treasure when you attack. But it's not all that great. Alright. Red and 6. That's pretty cool. Alongside Thespian Stage Dark Depths. It's a hard thing to beat. There's also Blood Crypt. Relic of Sauron, really great with Soul Ring and Lotus. Metamorph is a good power player too. And then Shieldred's like okay, but we can be doing better things. Shieldred and Grizzlebrand is a great combo. I feel like Red and 6 is not going to wheel though. I think Relic, Blood Crypt, or Shieldred. One of these will probably wheel, and if not, then maybe Metamorph. Do I really want Red and 6? I think so. We can continue our fixing with Mortuary. Asika's Chariot is just a really powerful card. Would not mind having that in the mix. Then there's also Battlesphere, which isn't bad with Lotus and Soul Ring. Not a very exciting reanimation target, though. Yeah, I feel like I'm just kind of light on creatures for Recurring Nightmare and all that stuff. Let's take the Chariot. That's the problem with Doomsday win cons, though, is that, like, if we have to go into blue, I feel like this just completely falls apart. So... But also there's probably a sequence of 3 cards that will win it for us. If we get really... We don't really even need that much, though, because we have Lotus, so we could easily cast Jace. And what else is that exciting here, you know? Torch? I love Torch, but... I'm taking Jace. Coveted Jewel? Coveted Jewel. Unearth? No. Not the right kind of reanimate. Mana Confluence. Coveted Jewel is so good with Soul Ring and Black Lotus. If you can get that down early, before your opponent can really contest the board. Not really seeing any creatures either. There's also Collective Brutality to enable Recurring Nightmare and stuff like that. I don't know. This deck might be a little bit too much of a mess if I take Jewel, so let's take Library and try and work towards some consistency. Okay, Manamorphose is nice. I think that is the clear take here. Help some of this insane fixing. Okay, I don't think we wheeled any of the cards we wanted, right? Or was that the next pack? Yeah, I think it was the next pack. I think this pack I was talking about how everything was kind of unexciting compared to Black Lotus. I could take Restless Vents. Or I could take Grave Titan. That's not even... That's a little small ball for what we're trying to do here. Maybe it was the last pack. Because now it feels like there's really nothing I want here. When before there was something. Something or other was good about this. We'll take Goldspan Dragon. It's a powerful and sticky threat. Take Talon Gates. It fixes about as well as a... Oh, maybe this was the pack. And yeah, we didn't wheel anything. I'll take the Metamorph. I guess we'll take Curtains. Kumano Faces Kakazan is like not what this deck is about. And having more creatures for survival is good. It's going to be a real puzzle to try and figure out how to win with this. I think we can probably put Green Sun Zenith in the sideboard until further notice. This is such a mess. We got Dark Depths. We got Doomsday. We got Reanimator. What else? Got Lotus pulling it all together somehow. Sure. Parallax Wave in the sideboard. Maybe pack 3 will pull it all together. Firebolt. Not very exciting. Alright. I think I take Crop Rotation here. We gotta cater to each part of our combo. Time Twister's not great. Oko's cool, but I'm not in blue. I can cast this because of my Black Lotus for a Doomsday pile, but I'm not in blue. Don't tell anyone I'm in blue. Reign of Filth will probably wheel. So the other problem is the way to kick off your Doomsday pile most of the time is via a blue card. So that is kind of a problem. Yeah, I'm not saying this deck is perfect. I'm going to take Crop Rotation. There's a Traxa. I think I want that. Maybe we'll wheel Tega or Overgrown Tomb. There's also Shallow Grave. That's probably more important than getting another target. Although I'm not even sure if that's true. I don't think either will really wheel. But maybe. It's possible one will wheel. That's a tough one. Let's take a Traxa. Then also bring back Green Sun Zenith. Okay. Problem solved. Speaking of which, can't reanimate Blightsteel. I just probably need Wishclaw Talisman here to try and keep this thing in one piece. This can get lands too. Maybe I'll wheel Caryatid or Tarmogoyf, just some kind of creature to make these plans not embarrassing. I don't want Blightsteel Colossus. That's for sneak attack and through the breach and stuff. Yeah, we'll definitely take the Talisman. Gotta try and keep this mess together. Probably take Necromancy here. Bitter Reunion is nice. There's also Ramanap Excavator, which is quite good with Dark Depths and Stage, but probably need to stay in our lane a little bit here. I might even side out Stage and Depths unless it's starting to seem like a good idea. Alright, there's Blooming Marsh. We're not going into Storm as well, so, but it is funny to see Tendrils and Brain Freeze both so late in the draft, chilling in these packs. Storm is very open. There's also a Rite of Flame, which might be more along the lines of what we want, but also just having a powerful proactive one-drop I think is really important. We'll take Ragavan. And then after that, we'll probably take... So Hazel's Brewmaster can make foods that can Grizzlebrand, which is kind of funny. The Mightstone and the Weakstone is really good with the Soul Ring. But I think I should just take Expedition Map. Okay, Imperial Seal or Exhume. At this point, I think tutors are a little more important. I already have 2 reanimate effects. And like 5 different things going on in this deck. I'm not in blue, but Psychic Frog was like my first thing I first gravitated towards. There's also Shifting Woodland, which is with Dark Depths, but that would need to put Dark Depths in the graveyard, which is like already a thing. Exhume's a little risky. It's not that risky. I think I take Imperial Seal. Tutors seem more important than anything right now. Thassa's Oracle, is that better than Jace? If we're going to try and do a backdoor Doomsday? Maybe. I don't think so, though, because it would mean we'll have to get through more of our deck. And that is not going to happen. Well, we have Manamorphose, so that's actually not true. There's also Cabal Ritual, but I don't think we're going to be doing stuff like that so much. Croxa is pretty cool with Survival. We'll keep Jace, actually. Let's take... Oh, fuck. I don't know. Too late. I'm bad. Take Rain of Filth. Take Shallow Grave, I guess. Cool. Take Caryatid here. God, this is gonna be so bad. What are the worst cards here? They're like all the creatures. Excavator. Like, there's not gonna be time to Chariot. I guess I take Rite of Flame here, right? Just try and do this dumb thing before other people. Let's get Hogak out as well. Root Wall to the sideboard, even though it does combo with Survival, I guess. Reclaimer, actually a pretty good last pick. Yeah, we have like a pretty decent Merit Lage shell here. I mean, there's a lot of other things wrong with this deck, but I don't think I have enough in any of these 4 plans to really make anything going here. Like, I could have a really bad Doomsday deck because I don't have any blue cards. I could have a really bad Reanimation deck because I only have Entomb and Liliana as ways to get things, or in survival to get things in the graveyard. Or I could... One second. All right. I do like this whole Green Sun Atraxa thing, though. So maybe we can just get Goldspan out. And then... I do want to keep this Doomsday backdoor, though. It seems really good. Ren 6 is probably too fair. Probably not good enough, honestly. I also like how many 1-drops there are. That part is really good. But maybe survival is just not quite there. It's just... There's nothing clean about this deck. Maybe I can just rely on Necromancy and Shallow Grave. Maybe Recurring Nightmare is too much to ask. I think it is. I think it likely is. Maybe I should just play Reanimator, Doomsday, and give up on Dark Depths Thespian Stage. But that would be sad. Do I need Reign of Filth? Do I need Excavator? I don't know. We can recalibrate after the first match and see if any of this makes sense. Let's get Metamorph out as well. It's a good utility card, but not good enough. Alright, I'm thinking I'll want 1 mountain, 4 swamps. No. 3 swamps, and then a couple forests. Okay, yeah, definitely no islands. They're not understanding the exercise here. Oh, what? Okay, get Talon Gates out. I don't think it's the right kind of fixing. Oh, wait, planes? Why is there planes? Oh, for hardcasting Atraxa? Yeah, that's never going to happen. Alright, here we go. Crap. I forgot. This is not really a real land. Need one more cut. I thought my job was done. Let's get the excavator out. It's not really going to be the point. And I guess I got another forest. Well, maybe it should be... I feel like black is what does stuff in this deck. So... let's get a swamp. Alright. See how much Black Lotus can really hold together. So if I cast Doomsday, I Manamorphose, get Jace, draw, I don't know, mill over Grizzlebrand, Shallow Grave, and then pay 7 life after Doomsday. And, win on the spot. Or yeah, that does make sense, because Grizzlebrand has a lifelink. I'll at least have 7 life, unless they have like a way to stymie my lifelink. Or like a Death Touch Flyer or something like Baleful Strix. It's not a perfect Doomsday situation, but it's good enough. Yeah, look at all this plan coming together. Mulligan. That's better. I think. Imperial Seal for Dark Depths. Try and win with that. Then if none of that works, we can try and Shallow Grave something as a backup plan with Cabal Ritual. Putting back probably Caryatid. Is that true? Yeah, I don't know when I'm going to have green mana. I really don't. Who knows when that will be. Jund Doomsday. a new kind of deck. It really is all the rage. Another Goif. Okay. Not sure how much time we'll have to pull this off. Hopefully a lot. Now, how do I sequence this? Obviously want to try and play around Wasteland or something. But if I play out Thespian Stage and then cast Imperial Seal, they'll kind of know what's going on. So maybe I'll just cast Imperial Seal now. Get that out of the way. And then, because that is the plan. That's what we're doing. Put them on notice at the very least. Never got Vampire or Hex Mage, I should add. Not sure where that one went. Okay, looks like we're up against aggro. I feel like if our life total holds out, Merit Lage is pretty good against this. I think it will. Oh, it's face down. Right. No Wasteland is nice. Whoa! That's pretty good. Ancestral is pretty good. So we'll get hit for 5, it looks like. We'll have a 20/20 indestructible blocker for combat next turn. Okay, cool. Can't block that one, but... Soul Ring. Yeah, might as well run that out, right? Okay, they're F6'd. Alright. See if I live. And then they can't have like an Edict or Brazen Borrower or anything like that. Well, they're in the tank. Drew a lot of cards. Rabble Master. So we'll go ahead and copy this Dark Depths here. I'm going to keep the one with no counters on it. And then I'll get a Merit Lage. We'll go ahead and block Headliner Scarlet, because why not? They already played a land. I don't know if there's a 1 blue way to deal with Merit Lage in this format, but of course they could have like any kind of artifact mana. They have 6 cards in hand. So much. We'll have to see what happens here. did have a feeling that that Imperial Seal was really going to tie everything together. Okay, cool. So far, so good. This deck is a mess. But Thespian Stage Dark Depths, just classic. Alright, so it looks like Grixis aggro, or Rakdos aggro, maybe splashing blue for Ancestral. Seems pretty reasonable. I think I just resubmit. I don't think I want to play like Firebolt or anything like that. Goblin Rabblemaster is tough to beat. Turn 1 Chariot if I find like Lotus or something like that. In fact, maybe I wanted to be off Doomsday. Yeah, you know, that's another reason why you should play all these different combos. Maybe I can take out the win that willingly sacrifices half my life total. So with that in mind, do I want Hogak? Sitting that in place seems pretty good. And Chariot gives you those two green creatures that you can convoke Hogak with. It's all very elegant, you see. We'll try it. This library can find me a route to Dark Depths again. I feel like we'll be in pretty good shape. I don't know if we'll really have the luxury to pay for life for cards, but Duress? Well, that's interesting. I wonder if they even take the Lotus here. They probably do. But again, that's like not a huge deal to me. Yep. So maybe not the most aggro deck. Maybe they just have a smattering of things. Okay, that can get me a Sylvan Library next turn. That's pretty cool. Caustic Bronco. Yeah, that card's pretty good. Grizzlebrand. Grizzlebrand. If I find a discard outlet like Liliana, I have the Shallow Grave. What do I make here? I guess green, black. Sure. All right. Got a couple combos in the wings. Embereth Shieldbreaker. Careful not to expose any artifacts, but don't think we really have any. They might even just want to run out that 2-1. Yep. And another Goyf. Alright. So they can saddle that next turn. I have won with a Caustic Bronco combo once in my life in Vintage Cube. Reign of Filth, huh? Damn, we are close. Oh, but there's Expedition Map alongside Thespian Stage. We could just do the thing. There's no opposition agent in this cube. Don't think I need to worry much about them untapping with this Expedition Map. If they play out Wasteland or something like that, might be a little challenging. But then I guess I'll try and pivot. Robber the Rich. Okay, well, now I do need to activate this because if they exile my Dark Depths, that would be a real problem. You had a swamp. Oh wait, I knew the top card of my library. That was stupid. I could have even used that to my advantage. Oh well. Alright, well, hopefully they can't beat Merit Liege once again. Crop rotation, that won't help me anymore. Okay. So Robert is cast. They don't get lands off this card. Alright, here they come. Get the peat land that I put there for you. And then what else? Another mountain. Okay. Not too scary. We'll go ahead and do the same thing. And I'll keep the one with no counters. Yeah, library is pretty cruel to Robber, so I'm going to take out Caustic Bronco here. I'm at 6. Can they stop this Merit Liege? Can I cast Grizzlebrand, possibly? 8 mana, Cabal Ritual makes 5. I need to find that Rain of Filth again, I think. Tapped Blood Crypt. I know they have 2 mountains in hand, or just 1? Oh no, they played one of them. Okay. Alright, so I got crop rotation first. What else? Ragavan can block in case of an emergency. Probably better than Talisman, but maybe not. So they have a mountain and 3 unknowns. Well, what Rakdos Flash Flyer is in the format that I'm not thinking of? That doesn't seem like it exists. So we'll have them get crop rotation here. Hopefully that doesn't backfire on me. We'll swing in, see what happens. Dismember, that will keep him alive. They're at 3. So I guess Ragavan will hopefully keep us alive. If they can remove it, I can shallow grave it. Provided they don't exile it. There's the mountain. They could also have something like Glory Bee or something. They know about this shallow grave though, so. Snuff out? Yeah. Ooh, we're in blocks. We're in blocks. We're in blocks. Crop rotation. What's this gonna do? Did I just give them the win? Kessig Wolf Run? No, that won't work. Marsh Flats? Now what? They had 2 mana before. Oh, okay, they're just checking. I'll put a card on top. They are dreaming of tomorrow. terrible deck. Mine or yours? If you're talking about mine, I completely agree with you. But I'm afraid to respond because, like, I don't know if they're having a bad time. Although sometimes if I'm just like, yeah, I know, but yeah, I don't know. Sometimes I just try not to engage. But I agree. This deck is terrible. I might be getting roped, so I'll catch you all in a minute if I have to stop the recording. Or I could just edit this part out. We'll try that. LOL! And then a funny face. Sometimes that helps. It's just a game. Oh yeah, they're actually angry. That's a bummer. I don't even know what 54 Clur means. Hey man, I actually played my outs here. That shallow grave on Ragavan thing was pretty nifty, and maybe you feel bad because you missed it. Okay, that's the extent of my trash talking. Hey man. Okay, despite all the odds, we won match one, and things felt pretty interesting. Like being able to side out the Doomsday against something more aggressive was pretty cool. I can't imagine drawing this Talon Gates, though. I don't think the fixing is that necessary. We're only really playing two colors. So let's take that out. And then add probably another mountain, honestly. Well, no, not a mountain. Rite of Flame is also really bad. Let's get that out of there. Let's add two more forests. There we go. I think this deck is already better. Well, welcome to round two. Hopefully my opponent this time will find my deck more amusing. Already off the bat, looking great. We got our colors, we got library, we got survival and a creature to pitch to it. It's like the wrong half of the combo, but I do believe in Sylvan Library on the play, being able to kind of patch things together. I'm going to lead on Blacklead Cliffs, just in case I need to entomb. Mana Vault. Already our opponent's deck seems stronger than ours. Imperial Seal, huh? Okay, maybe we don't want... Well, this doesn't really work. Well, if we entomb first, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of giving everything away, but whatever. Aye, you know what's coming for you. You've always known. I get it, Traxton, not Grizzlebrand. Is that correct? Probe. Are you gonna reanimate my Atraxa? I feel like in Vintage Cube, if you can jam before turn 4 or whatever, I say go for it. Pentad Prism with one color. Well, let's see if they counter my stuff. Because here it goes. Okay. Take Black Lotus. Sure. um Yeah. See, this game is fun. I believe this game is fun. Especially Vintage Cube. There's no meta to get salty about. Swamp and yeah, picking between Shallow Grave and Manamorphose is tough. Take Shallow Grave. Take the powerful card. Especially since I have Survival here. If I had a little more mana, that'd be cool, but I don't. But I don't have to discard the hand size. Oh, goodness. Well, we might just lose here. Okay. Really got away with something there. And now I think we can win with this insane mana influx from Lotus. Got a crack for green. Cast Survival. Oh wait, this doesn't work. Unless I find another way to discard. I mean, I'll take the Grizzlebrand. Or no, I should take Ragavan. God, I screwed this up. Why did I think this would work? I can take Grizzlebrand. Or wait, yeah, this does work. I'm so stupid. Jesus. Now I can get Ragavan. Cast Shallow Grave. And I was like, but the food chain will end there, and I need Grizzlebrand to be discarded. Well, guess what? This is an enchantment. As long as you have green. Alright, so they have Bolas's Citadel. I think I'll resubmit. Might really catch them off guard. This Dark Depths Thespian stage. We still need to win a game with Doomsday, though. We've won a game, 2 games with Merit Lage. Now we won a game with Reanimator. Something's missing. This is also kind of the first time in Vintage Cube I feel like actually have a sideboard. I don't know if I can keep this hand. Well, Caryatid actually does make a second black for Doomsday. We're on the draw. No, no, no. Okay. I think this is better. What do I bottom, though? Probably Liliana. Or maybe Survival? Yeah. Oops. I gave it guppy eyes. Or what's that fish that, like, as it grows older, its eyes just, like, start going to the other side of its head? Ooh. That is a good combo. Ooh, Cabal Ritual. Alright, well, if they don't present a clock, I'll just Doomsday next turn. Imagine saying that. Or if they play like, I don't know. If they show and tell out an Emrakul, I guess I'll have to Cabal Ritual out a Liliana of the Veil. Okay. Ragavan. We came here to jam. So we need Lotus, Manamorphose, Jace. Yeah, this is not a good Doomsday deck. I did this just so I could unlock the achievement. I don't even really have anything that can help me stay alive. Yeah, this was just a bad idea. Entomb can draw a card out of my deck, though. This might work out. I don't know. I don't know shit. We'll have to pass the turn twice. I can't even check the hand. I can pressure the hand with Liliana. Okay, let's just draw Blackleaf Cliffs next turn, cast Liliana, or Ragavan, and just start the Doomsday counter. And if they interact through all that in the end of it, I can just like Morphose into Jace and cast it off a Lotus, I guess. I don't know. Literally, what am I doing right now? This is insane. And because I didn't get Thassa's Oracle, I can't... There's absolutely no synergy with the Reanimation half. I should have thought about that too. Like sometimes they can like discard your Oracle or destroy it when you have 2 cards in your library, and then you can reanimate it, get the trigger again. I should have thought about that. What did I take over Thassa's Oracle? Probably something dumb like Revenant 6, which is not even in my deck right now. What, do I have room for the Dark Depths combo in here too? I do if I take out Manamorphose. That's way too slow. I'll be dead before that happens. I don't know, man. Sure, Shallow Grave, whatever. Is there something that can like take a card out of my deck? Because I have no card draw. This is like an anti-Leovold, anti-Hullbreacher version of Doomsday, you know? I did this all on purpose. Minus Manamorphose, of course. I'll take Caryatid just in case things go haywire. But I'll have the option to mill that if I need to. Alright. I mean, they have a Citadel in their deck. What else can they do? Consider. Okay. Passing. That could have been the moment to go for it. I think I'd rather play Liliana here and kind of get their hand empty. Like if they do some action this turn, they will kind of be out of cards. Doomsday or Liliana is not bad for helping along the Doomsday clock here. All right, we got them empty. We did lose Lily, but I think it'll be okay. Okay, so that will draw Black Lotus. Yeah, if I had dashed Ragavan last turn, I actually would have had the mana. I could have entombed. No, this makes sense. Let's just dash Ragavan. Try and win next turn. Ooh, Tolarian Academy. I would have really wanted them to draw that. Hopefully I didn't draw them towards a win here. Because, yeah, if they drew Academy, that would have been game. Oh, God. I did it, didn't I? Shieldred. Okay, well, actually, we can beat that. Luckily, we weren't really under pressure. Blue, blue. Didn't actually even need the Lotus, because that treasure token plus Manamorphose gave me Jace. No, whatever. I didn't mean to be rude. I didn't mean to say like this deck is bad, which makes your deck bad. I didn't mean it like that. Y'all know what I meant. Okay, I don't know what is going on. We are undefeated with this jam deck, which I guess is what you want in the vintage cube, but yeah, we'll shoot for it, huh? We'll shoot for the trophy. This deck is a little cursed. Kind of a cursed pile here. But I guess if you try hard enough, you can find multiple angles for victory. Not to mention if Ragavan just gets in early and starts doing annoying stuff, that could be good enough in some cases. Maybe it's not as bad as I think it is. Maybe I'm just like giving it a lot of shit because the draft part was so chaotic, but I guess if you look at it, it can do powerful things. We got Lotus, we got Soul Ring, got a healthy amount of tutor effects. And yeah, we got pretty quick route to Merit Lage here. We'll take it. Some ramp would be really nice with this crop rotation start. As it stands, maybe I should just get Expedition Map down. Or should I play Reclaimer? Is that faster? I don't play lands or any Merit Lage deck, so I don't know. It seems to me that I would need 4 mana no matter what. Which might mean I need to use Expedition Map to actually find my 3rd land drop. That seems most likely of all. I do like the crop rotation though, because it means you can kind of do your thing out of nowhere. Okay, Shelldock Isle. Depending on what they put underneath that, I mean, hopefully we'll never find out, but it might make Doomsday less attractive. Carry out it, huh? That does jump me up in mana. I'll definitely play that. I look like Green Ramp right now. This also has hexproof, which is pretty nasty. Like, it kind of like surprised them out of nowhere if they don't play a blocker here, or next turn for that matter. But they're gonna know something is up when I play Thespian Stage. If all that fails, we'll use Wishclaw Talisman to try the next plan, I guess. But I'll nuke 2 of my lands. So I hope this plan works. Merit Liege usually works. Nadu. Oops, I just hit the mic. I hope you wanted to block with that, buddy. Alright. I'm actually losing quite a few lands here. That'll be fine. It'll be fine. Especially if I can blast Nadu out of the way. Probably won't be able to do that. Cabal Ritual. Okay, there goes Nadu. Excellent. Should make a land drop. I guess I'll get Nurturing Peatland and play out this Reclaimer. Just kind of keep getting ahead on board here. Can't imagine I'll need red that much. But maybe I will. I'll definitely want some black mana. I have a little bit of black via Caryatid. But yeah, Sultai. Not really colors that have removal. Okay, we got there. They didn't show us a whole lot outside of Nadu. Do I want the Chariot? I think we'll just try and keep them on their toes here. But maybe side out of Dark Depths and into Hogak Chariot. But then I'd have to take out a lot of pieces. They're not going to sideboard. People don't sideboard in the Vintage Cube, come on. Definitely mulligan this. I have 2 cards in my hand I don't want in my hand. I think I'm going to 5. I think we're finally seeing what this deck really should be doing. This deck is finally looking like what it should. Okay. Keep this. Liliana Shallowgrave is our combo. I can't afford to Imperial Seal. And I think Manamorphose is just as likely to hit. Well, I need a creature as well. So maybe Talisman can do that. It's kind of an expensive line, so kind of need a lot to go right here. But we at least have a plan. Also, Liliana versus Nadu is a matchup I do not mind. Okay, now I mind it quite a bit. Although Liliana exiling or edicting Hexdrinker is also pretty good. Okay, we got an expedition map. I'll play that out. Passing, huh? Sylvan Library. Cool card, but not as good as ensuring our land drop for next turn. They might be holding up some counter magic or something like that, because they didn't level up Hexdrinker. They don't have nothing. Okay, now they're going for it, but only 1 level. That is weird. So now I gotta bait it. I gotta bait their interaction with Sylvan Library, I guess. I don't like that. Take Cliffs. Paradise Druid. That might work. It blocks Hexdrinker really well. But they also might feel unmotivated to use interaction on this. Okay, it was miscalc. I hope they just dump all in on Hex Drinker here. If I can edict that away, that'd be pretty sweet. Why stop there? Don't you want your mini progenitus? Damn. They might have even more interaction, which would be a problem. There's necromancy, so I have 2 of these effects. Do they have spell pierce now? Like, what's going on? He'll just continue trying to bait. Mana drain, sure. Okay, now I feel like the temptation is so strong to get Hex Drinker up to level 8. Now that they have this mana as well. I feel like we might be able to Liliana this thing after all. Ah, boo. That's not good. Now they can get level 8 and have an auxiliary creature. That is a problem. I can't really get rid of the Safekeeper either. So I'm just dead on board. Can't block a level 8 Hex Drinker. So yeah, their soft permission got them there. I can't put Grizzlebrand in the graveyard. I mean, I can. But I don't have Lotus or anything to Shallow Grave it out. Alright, they got that one. Now we'll be on the play. We gotta do this. We got a trophy. We gotta do this with this horrifying deck of garbage. I think we will. I think we can do this. We're on the play. We have more combos than most decks ever will. Maybe Escape to the Wilds is bad. Well, too late. Contemplate that. Alright. Black Lotus, Dashing Ragavan on turn 1. And Green Sunning? Or do I just hold the Green Sun? I could Green Sun out a Reclaimer while Dashing Ragavan. That seems really good. Not a bad first turn. If I missed a better line, let me know. And I hope they needed that bow sank, because if they didn't, dang. Elvish Mystic. Are they going to want to block Ragavan with that? I feel like it kind of sets them back a little bit. Wishclaw Talisman. Well, I don't really want to use my treasure token to cast a Ragavan. But maybe I will use it to... Well, I can flip my... With this treasure token, I can flip my forest into a Dark Depths. But then I'm a little behind. If they're playing Hex Drinker and all that stuff, I feel like I might need another land drop anyways, so maybe I just play Talisman this turn. Or I could play Curtains. Might even, then I could check their hand at a later date. Because I feel like I have all the tutoring I need. Maybe not. Maybe Talisman is better on the battlefield right now. I'm not going to play the stage yet. And they're not going to block. That's fine. And yeah, I guess if I'm doing this, then we'll also do that. It's tense. Nadu. Alright, turns out playing that Ragavan was a bit of a waste of time. And treasure. Sylvan Library, huh? It's a good thing to do with your mana. Play stage. Play library. Oh, I could have cast Curtains too. God, that was dumb. Maybe I want to keep that in hand for survival though. Hope they don't have a combo. How crazy would a Nadu combo be in this format though? I honestly don't know. Natural order. For what? Woodfall Primus? Come on. Alright, we're gonna have to change gears here. I think it's Trample, right? Yikes. God, I wish I could rotate that in response, but I can't. There's an attack, sure. Shallow Grave. Rain of Filth, Forest. Wish I had an Emrakul or something like that. So, Rain of Filth can give me the mana I need to actually get a pretty nasty attack in right now. But will it last, you know, if I have to sacrifice all my lands? I don't have a one-hit shit creature, do I? No, it's like Atraxa and Grizzlebrand. Atraxa or Grizzlebrand. Maybe Grizzlebrand drawing 7's good enough. Creature goes away though. It'd be a lot better if it actually won. It'd be a lot better. Then again, next turn I won't have as much luxury to do stuff. So it's possible that Atraxa and Grizzlebrand can draw me into like Lotus and find a way to get over the line. I feel like I just have to go out in a blaze of glory here. And that's exactly what we're going to do. Rain of Filth. Alright, so we have 5 mana. 1 to tutor something with Wishclaw Talisman, which will be Entomb, I guess. Then I'll Entomb Shallow Grave. Grizzlebrand, attack, and hopefully question mark, question mark, question mark, profit. You know how it goes. Do I want black or green at the end of it? I guess black for Cabal Ritual or something. Make sure I'm not missing something here. I think it does have to be Entomb. Could I have even kept a land around? Grizzlebrand. Shallow Grave. I wish Rain of Filth let you sacrifice enchantments for mana as well. That would be really nice. Alright. Draw 7. Okay. Seeing the Cabal Ritual, but not the Lotus. So we gotta go to combat, which is dangerous. It's very dangerous. Might as well cast these curtains, I guess. These are nice curtains. Attack with Grizzlebrand. And then what? Draw 7 more? Then I'm dead to Nadu. But I'm not really seeing what in my hand. There's nothing that can really win in my hand right now, is there? Maybe I should have waited another turn. That's no fun. Attack. I don't think there's anything in my deck that can go off with no cards. I don't have enough fast mana. I could get the Lotus, cast Soul Ring. But then what, you know? Then I'd have, well, then I could Cabal Ritual. Doomsday. I can't kick off the pile. Well, what if... No, because Lotus only gives me one color. I'll have a lot of black. I won't be able to cast Jace after that. I won't be able to move through my deck. I'm afraid it's over. Unless I top deck Lotus next turn. But even then, like, what am I going to do? Cast Cabal Ritual. And do nothing with all this black mana. There's Manamorphose, but no... Oh, because Black Lotus is in my graveyard, duh. Yeah, this was never going to work. Okay. Well, that was another great edition of the Vintage Cube. Maybe I could have won this if I didn't play so poorly. But I think if you get to draft something that's insane and still get your play points back, there must be something right in the world. All right, I'll see y'all in the next one.